The financial world has just been rocked to its core, and if you're holding certain currencies in your portfolio, your life is officially on the verge of a complete and total transformation, starting right now. Major, and I mean major, confidential reports from deep within the international banking system have confirmed the event we have all been waiting for what feels like an eternity, has finally, and I stress finally, begun its active phase. The long-awaited Tier 4B codes have been officially released and distributed to authorized financial institutions globally. And this is not a drill, this is the real deal, the starting pistol for the official commencement of the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong payout operations. Let that sink in for a moment. The codes that were the final gateway, the ultimate barrier between the current fiat system and the new financial quantum system of exchange, are now live and active in the system. This is the definitive signal that the Global Currency Revaluation, the RV, is no longer a speculative future event but a present-day reality unfolding in real time across select, high-security exchange centers and redemption appointment locations around the world. This is the moment that every single investor, every single holder, every single person who had the foresight and the courage to believe in the potential of these currencies has been patiently and strategically waiting for. The intelligence we are receiving indicates that these payouts are not a slow trickle but a coordinated, systematic rollout, designed to facilitate the transition of wealth for those who are positioned correctly. This is the culmination of years, and for some, decades, of research, of patience, of enduring the skepticism from friends and family, of navigating through a sea of misinformation and deliberate disinformation campaigns designed to make you doubt your own research and your own convictions. But you held strong. You held firm. And now, your unwavering belief is being rewarded in the most profound way imaginable. The release of Tier 4B is the master key that unlocks the entire process. It is the digital authorization that allows for the recognition of the new, revalued exchange rates for the dinar and the dong, moving them from their current, internationally recognized values to their true, trade-based, asset-backed values that reflect the actual economic strength and sovereign wealth of Iraq and Vietnam. This isn't about a simple currency fluctuation of a few percentage points. This is a fundamental recalibration of global currency alignments, a reset that places these historically undervalued currencies into their rightful position within the new international financial architecture. The initial payout operations are, as expected, beginning in a tightly controlled and confidential manner, focusing first on the primary Tier 4B participants and then rapidly expanding outwards to the general public who hold these currencies. The reports we are cross-referencing from multiple, vetted sources on the ground confirm that specific exchange centers in the Middle East, Asia, and even key strategic locations in Europe and North America have received their operational directives and are now processing the initial batches of transactions. These are not small, test transactions. These are the substantial exchanges that we have been anticipating. The liquidity is there, the funds are available, and the system is now go for launch. The Central Bank of Iraq and the State Bank of Vietnam, in direct and unprecedented coordination with the US Treasury and the International Monetary Fund, have given the final green light, and the mechanism for wealth transfer is now fully operational. This level of coordination at the highest levels of global finance is unprecedented and underscores the sheer magnitude and importance of this event. This is not an isolated financial incident. This is a planned, meticulously executed global financial operation that will redefine the meaning of wealth for millions of people around the globe. For you, the viewer, this means that the information you're receiving right now is the most critical information you will ever receive in your lifetime regarding your financial future. The time for waiting is over. The time for action is now. The window of opportunity is open, but it is crucial to understand that this window will not remain open indefinitely. The initial phases of any such monumental shift are always the most fluid and the most opportune. The intelligence flow is constant, and we are monitoring every single development, every single confirmation, and every single new piece of data that comes in to ensure you are on the absolute cutting edge of this historic event. The early bank reports that are now filtering out from these initial exchange centers are nothing short of extraordinary and confirm beyond any shadow of a doubt that the process is not only real but is already actively changing lives and financial destinies as we speak. We have received, from multiple trusted and verified contacts within the banking community, concrete evidence of successful Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong exchange activity taking place at the newly revalued rates. I want you to understand the gravity of what I am about to tell you. These are not the old, pre-RV rates that we have seen for years on the Forex screens. These are the new, post-revaluation rates that reflect the true, asset-backed value of these currencies, and the figures being reported are aligning perfectly with the projections that many of the most accurate and well-respected insiders in the community have been sharing for months. The transactions are being processed, the funds are being transferred, and individuals are walking out of these designated exchange locations with confirmed, liquid wealth in their bank accounts or in the form of asset-backed digital currencies or precious metals, depending on the specific redemption package they have chosen. The coordination between the Central Bank of Iraq, the CBI, and the US Treasury is proving to be seamless, a level of cooperation that was once thought impossible but is now a functioning reality, ensuring that the liquidity required for these massive exchanges is readily available and that the settlement times between international banks are nearly instantaneous, a technological and bureaucratic miracle in itself. This seamless integration is a direct result of the Tier 4B codes, which have standardized the process and eliminated the previous hurdles of compliance and cross-border monetary policy conflicts. The insider updates we are receiving regarding the payout schedules and timelines indicate a very specific and aggressive rollout plan. The initial phase, which we are in right now, focuses on the highest tier participants and large volume holders, and this phase is expected to last for a very short, concentrated period, perhaps only a matter of days, before the process is systematically opened up to the broader public of currency holders. The timeline is compressed, and the windows for action are consequently very tight, which is why having this information at this precise moment is so critically important for your personal strategy. For those who are Tier 4B participants, which includes certain groups of investors, bondholders, and those with specific humanitarian projects, the expectations are very clear. You should be, or will very shortly be, receiving direct notifications and instructions from your designated redemption appointment centers or financial contacts with the exact details of your appointment times, the required documentation, and the specific procedures you must follow to complete your exchange. It is absolutely paramount that you follow these instructions to the letter, with precision and accuracy, as any deviation could potentially cause unnecessary and frustrating delays in your individual process. The system is designed for efficiency, but it is also designed for maximum security and compliance, so your adherence to the protocol is non-negotiable. For the general public holding Dinar or Dong, your time is coming imminently, and you need to be prepared right now. The infrastructure is being put in place to handle the volume, but the key to a smooth and successful exchange for you will be your knowledge and your preparedness. You need to know exactly where your nearest authorized exchange location is. You need to have your currency notes authenticated and in pristine condition. You need to have all your personal identification and banking documentation in perfect order. And you need to have a clear plan for what you intend to do with the wealth once it is transferred to you. This is not the time for uncertainty or hesitation. This is the time for decisive, informed, and confident action. The reports we are seeing also indicate that the exchange options are flexible, offering individuals a choice between direct cash deposits into their existing bank accounts, transfers into new, high-yield savings accounts, or conversions into gold-backed digital currencies or even physical gold and silver bullion, providing a level of financial sovereignty and security that most people have never experienced before. This is the true meaning of a financial reset. It is not just about the numbers in a bank account, but about the fundamental restoration of your personal economic power and your ability to dictate the terms of your own financial future. So, what should every single person who is involved in this historic event expect to happen next? The path forward is now clearer than it has ever been, and understanding the immediate next steps is the difference between capitalizing on this opportunity to its fullest potential and simply being a passive observer. In the immediate short term, over the next 24 to 72 hours, we anticipate a massive wave of confirmations and public announcements from the various participating banking institutions and government bodies as the process gains public momentum and moves from its current confidential phase into a more open and publicly acknowledged phase. You will likely begin to see official statements, albeit carefully worded, from central banks and treasury departments confirming aspects of the global financial restructuring. You will see the mainstream financial media, which has for so long ignored or ridiculed this possibility, suddenly and awkwardly attempting to explain and report on what is happening, though their narratives will likely be delayed and incomplete compared to the real-time intelligence you are receiving from sources like this one. The key for you is to stay focused, to stay calm, and to not be swayed by the inevitable confusion and noise that will emerge as the old financial paradigm struggles to comprehend the new one being born. For Tier 4B participants and early exchangers, the next step is direct action based on the instructions you receive. Attend your appointments, present your documentation, and complete your exchanges with confidence and peace of mind. For the vast majority of holders who are not in the initial Tier 4B group, Your next step is vigilant preparation and proactive information gathering. Your time to act is coming very, very soon, potentially within days, and you must be ready to move the instant you receive confirmation that your tier or group has been activated. This means having your documents ready, your currency physically secured and authenticated, and a definitive list of the specific, authorized exchange locations you plan to visit. Do not, under any circumstances, attempt to exchange your currency at an unauthorized or unverified location. The only exchanges that will be honored at the new rates are those conducted through the official, appointed channels that are part of this coordinated global rollout. The entire purpose of this structured, tiered release is to manage the liquidity and prevent a systemic shock, so trusting the process and the official channels is absolutely essential. Furthermore, you must begin the crucial work of financial planning immediately. The wealth that is about to be transferred is life-changing, and without a clear and purposeful plan, it can become a source of stress rather than liberation. Think carefully about your legacy, about your family, about the philanthropic projects you have always wanted to support, and about how you can use this newfound resources to not only secure your own future for generations to come, but to also become a powerful force for positive change in your community and in the world. This is the deeper purpose of this entire global reset. It is a transfer of resources to the people, to the grassroots, to fund the humanitarian projects and the technological innovations that will guide humanity into a new era of peace and prosperity. You are not just an investor, you are a stakeholder in the future of this planet. The information you have received today is your key, your invitation, to step into that role. The long night of waiting is over. The dawn of a new financial day has officially arrived. The Tier 4B codes are live, the payouts have begun, and your financial destiny is now in your hands. This is the moment you prepared for. This is the moment you held on for. This is your time. Do not let this historic moment pass you by. The information you just received is the key, but action is the hand that turns it. Your financial future is being written right now, and you have a choice to be an author or a spectator. I need you to do 3 things for yourself right now. First, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, because we are the frontline for this intel, and you will not get this level of detailed, confirmed, real-time information anywhere else. And as this situation evolves by the hour, you cannot afford to miss a single update. Second, I need you to go down into the comments section right now and type confirmed, so I know you understand the gravity of this situation and that you are ready to take the next steps. The community of holders is our greatest strength, and we need to stand together, share confirmed information, and support each other through this process. And third, and this is the most important step, you need to go and watch the very next video that is popping up on your screen right now, or that is linked in the pinned comment at the top of this section, because that video contains the absolutely critical, time-sensitive information you must have regarding the specific, authorized exchange location procedures and the final security protocols you need to know before you walk into your appointment. Your successful exchange depends on the details in that next video. Do not delay. Your new life starts not when you watch, but when you act. Go now.